guys, it's Jeff. It's time for part 27 of the Dustworks 8.8 centimeter off 9T VOMAG in 1/35 scale. I got the parts that we got done yesterday. I got those primed earlier this morning, so I'll show those to you. And I've got a little more work to do on the main part of the truck. And don't really have, I'll kind of go through the parts that are left to be done. I have no sprues left at all. Everything that needs to be clipped off I've got just a real small container of some extra parts that they included, nothing much. But let's go ahead and go down the bench and I'll show you kind of where we're at, okay? Thanks. Okay, I've got the rubber black on the tires. That is Mr. Color 137, C137. Had to check the bottle real quick. I've still got to paint the centers once I get my gray paint that's on its way here. But these all look really good. Of course, I've got one extra because I'm not using the spare. But I'll save it, you know, throw it in the spares box. Might be able to use it in the diorama someplace, or who knows. Anyway, sometimes I use a circle template, but these have a fairly steep sidewall, so I may have to cut masks with masking tape. So we'll just have to check that out. I'm going to let these dry a good 2 or 3 days before I even attempt to do any masking on them. So those are in good shape. And then we've got this guy. Okay, I know it's really hard to photograph in black, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and mask the center and leave it black, and then there's a VOMAG emblem that goes across it. Let me see where that is. Got it in a here it is. So this will go across it. I'll paint it gray, but that'll sit something like that. Once we get it all done, it'll sit a little higher up. But I'll paint that up in the gray, and we'll put that on over a black radiator. I'll paint the rest of it all gray, and of course on this side we have some gauges and stuff to take care of, and I'll probably do a little dry brushing on the floor. There is some texture there and things. So that's pretty good to go. I can't do a lot more with that until my paint gets here. Then we've got this guy. Okay, I can't even get him all in the frame. Okay, I didn't bother priming inside this box. You'll never see it. It's all up inside the body. But I got everything else pretty well primed. I think it looks really good. Okay, I've got masks on the wheels so that, you know, I can glue the wheels on without having paint in the way. So I've got a mask on the inside of these too. That's masking tape there. So that's all good to go. Let's set that somewhere safe. Let's just take a quick look at the, somebody had mentioned about these cylinders being twisted. I know you guys can't see it. These move ever so slightly. It's real easy to knock one high or knock one low. So I don't know if you can see it even, but they're even. I must have bumped one before I showed it to you the other day, but they are even. It's just a matter of whether or not I bump them again. I'll have to just twist them a little bit, but they're not real firm in there. Okay, so but I think they're even. They look even to me. Alright, let's set that guy aside. Things left to do. These are the little reels that go on the back. I'm going to put those on today. Just a few little pieces there. And of course this is the VOMAG emblem. That'll be put on toward the end. This is all the parts for the seats. Okay, I just need to prime these up, and then I'm going to paint these in a brown. And I'll put those on after it's painted. So these I can go ahead and prime. These are the doors for the back, and the little latch, little handles that need to go on them. So I'm going to paint the inside of these the same color that I painted the inside of the cabinets. Got a lot of detail there. And then those will go on after we finish painting. Let's see, this is the seat base for the cab. Got some little drawers and stuff there. And then these are a couple of like sun visors, I believe, that I'll paint up. Well, I don't even know if I'll bother or not. I'm going to build this in fighting mode. And every picture I've seen, they have a real heavy, like a quilted blanket or a mattress laying over the windshield to keep it from shattering while they're shooting the gun. So you're not going to even see the windshield. I'll probably put it there just to take up some space, but I'm going to have to come up with a blanket. I'll make one out of maybe like milliput or something like that, and just drape it over the windshield and part of the hood. You know, there's really no point in spending a whole lot of time detailing the windshield when you're not even going to see it. These are the little rods that go on the uprights. They go on the folding gates on the sides. I haven't decided if I'm going to use those or not. Might look interesting. We'll have to see. But they're there. These are the little hoops that go on the back. And they're all cleaned up. I'll put those on. And then these are the feet for the jacks. I've got to get on my lathe and make up the little aluminum pieces I'm going to use to replace the plastic pieces. I think they'll look a lot better, and I just won't paint them. But these I can go ahead and prime and get those painted up. These are some what do you call them? Running boards? Sorry. There is a little texture on them, so I'll get those primed up and paint them, and then we can dry brush them and weather them. Here's the steering wheel, the gear shift lever, and the brake lever. Okay, those can get primed up, and I'll probably paint all of those black. We got a hair in there to get rid of. Well, I'll get it out there later. These are the braces that go underneath the front fenders. Okay, they go from the fender to the frame, and I'll put those on after I mount the front end down, because they'll just get broken if I try and put them on any sooner. So those I'll probably just put on and then hand paint them. Really delicate little things. Then of course we've got the ammo. I might order some more of this. I haven't decided yet. Just for a little bit more stuff around the diorama. It's going to take me quite a while to get this diorama done. I'm going to build a telemeter. In fact, I'm probably going to start it really soon, even before that paint gets here for this. And I've got a couple of other kits coming. I'm not going to say what they are, but that might fit right in with this diorama. So we'll probably be doing a few other things before I actually get this done, because of the, wait for the paint and things. But let's go ahead and get this. Oh, I got a lot of little bits and pieces to prime. And this is actually the Let me show you that real quick. This is actually the spare stuff. These are a bunch of the little clips and stuff that I replaced with wire. So I'm just going to hang on to them. And there was a spare hoop for the back. And then there's parts for a wheel. There's not enough to make up a whole wheel, but there's parts of one. And these are the shorter version of the cylinders for the gun. And there's a couple of extra brake discs, or the brakes assembly, and just a few little bits, odds and pieces that'll be left over. They do include just a few little extra pieces in the kit. Nothing much though. I've had some kits where half the kit is extra stuff because they're doing one kit for multiple versions of a vehicle. All right. On this, I've drilled the holes here, but I haven't put any wire in them yet. I'll do that off camera later. Then I'm going to put some foam. I've got some little chunks of foam I'll pack in there to keep the paint from getting on these. On the seats, there will be a seat here and a seat here that are going to be folded. When you're in travel mode, they're unfolded and they pretty much cover these two doors. But they're going to be folded up, and then there's two seat backs that go here. And those will all be painted brown, and I'll put those on after I get the gray on. On here, there's seats that go here. Now, they don't tell you in the instructions, but I'm thinking that seat should be folded down. There's actually three parts. This is the center part, but it's got feet on it that would hold it up when you're in travel mode. But I think it would be folded down to give them more space. Here's the other ones here. Well, if I can find them real quick. Anyway, they're in here. They're a little bit narrower than the ones for the back, but there's a couple little seats that go to the sides, and those have like real thin little legs that go under them. Let's see here. Here's the legs. Very, very tiny. So you would put these together like this in travel mode, and it would be right here. But I think that they would fold this up like this, and then the whole thing would fold down to give them more space to get in and out of these doors and stuff. So I'm going to do mine folded down, even though the instructions don't show anything. This is the seat for the cab, and then there's a couple of pieces for the back of the seats. That's basically where we're at. I'm going to put these on today, and then I'm not sure just what else. I did get the rifles are cleaned up and primed, so I can be painting those. I'll just paint those with the brush off camera. There's 12 of those to do, so that's going to take me a little while. Let's go ahead and put these reels on the back. I'm not sure why it's got this cutout like this, but I'm going to put that to the back. And eventually I'd like to maybe wrap these with a little bit of hose or wire or something. I'm still looking into all that. There's those videos and things that I've been telling you guys about. There's some real interesting information in there about how these were set up. And I'm not sure about the VOMAG, but the regular 88s, they had a generator on site, and then they had the telemeter on site, and then cables ran from the telemeter to like a distribution box that was probably a couple of feet square, maybe a foot or so high. Sorry, I'm using imperial measurements, but that would go out and feed like the information to 4 or more 88 millimeter flat guns. Then there could be batteries of, you know, a dozen guns in some places where there was known Allied planes flying over. So I want to come up with that little. I've seen pictures of it online. I have not seen anything that's a model of it. It's just a little square box, or a kind of a rectangular box, and it's got a rail all the way around it. So I might try and scratch build something like that for my diorama when I get to it. Okay, let's see about getting these on. Got to make sure I do the rights and the lefts correctly. So I think those are a set and these are a set. There's a little bracket here that I'm not sure if that goes up or down. Let me check my instructions real quick, okay? Should have checked before I started the camera. I'm sorry. Whoops, let's see what's going on here. Oh, I had the instructions open already. I tried to open them again. Let's go over here real quick. Let's see, that's going into the gun. Seeing where these reels are here. There's the reels right there, so they're already on. There they are already on. Here we go. Okay, yeah, those little circles go down. See, and they've got this particular part here. I'm thinking they kind of misinterpreted that. I'm taking that as a connector for the communication cables. They had some kind of a 12 pin or 24 pin kind of a connector that they would use to connect to the gun and to the to that communication box and to the telemeter and stuff. I'm not sure why they put that there, but I'm not going to put mine on there. Okay, and I'm going to put this slot to the back where you can't see it. All right, let's go back and get this put together. Let's see here. So I'm going to put I'm going to make it where you guys can't see what I'm doing. Okay, I think I can put these on and then slip the reels in between them. They're kind of specific for each side. Okay, and this will go here. This one will go here. Starting to think that maybe for ease of painting I might not put the reels on yet. I'll just let those set like that. That way I can paint in there okay, and then later I think I can slip those in there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, the pins are pretty small, so I'm just going to let these set. And I'm not going to put these on yet. I'm trying to think of what else I can do. I've got those to put on, but I'll do that off camera. I've got to get that up right to my eyes and stuff. So there's not really very much else to do besides priming. And I guess I'll go ahead and get some more of these pieces primed and get the wiring on. And we should be pretty well ready to go when the paint gets here. Okay. Let's go ahead and call that a day. I know it's not very long, and if I don't think the paint's going to show up tomorrow, it's probably going to be a few more days, but until then I may go ahead and start on the telemeter that Tim bought me. Okay, well, you guys all have a great day, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.